My son needed a new iPad as the one he got for Christmas a few years ago. The screen broke on it when I was using it one day, and it was only a $47 tablet. They wanted $40 to replace the screen, which made no sense. So I went ahead and picked up this one here on Amazon. I did get it at a discount. This is just a 7-inch tablet PC. It comes up as a 7-inch kids tablet. It has a silicone case on it to help with the drops and bumps. It does have storage on it, 8 gigabytes of storage. It comes with your stylus pen, your headphones, your USB charger, an HDMI cable adapter, and a wall charger. Now in this tablet, this is definitely made for kids. There's plenty of settings that you can set on this. You have your home, your display, your sound and notification, your storage. The storage here, as you can see, it is a total of 8 gigabytes. There's 4.84 available. You can see all the different storage where everything's being used here. Down at the bottom here, you have your back button, your home button, your volume up, your volume down. Before I get to the other apps there, we do have on here your power button, your headphones, your USB, and your charger, as well as another volume up and down there, so you don't have to do it from the screen. And you have the option of putting an SD card in it. As you can see, it can do portrait or landscape. I'm going to turn it back to portrait just because it's easier to see on here. You have app installation locations where you can go in here and you can choose whether you want your apps to install on the internal device, the SD card, or let the system decide. We have it on let the system decide right now because we do not have an SD card in there. Eventually we will be getting one. I've actually got one coming in the mail. This is Wi-Fi capable, so you can go in here and you can choose your Wi-Fi, or you can turn the Wi-Fi off if you don't want your kids to have access to Wi-Fi. It is Bluetooth capable as well. Well, currently we have it turned off, but if I turn this on, it does pick up some type of Bluetooth device in our house. I'm not quite sure which one it is. It does have more, so you can do the airplane mode if you choose that. It does have a tethering and portable hotspot, the VPN, and the cellular networks that you can choose from. You do have your typical, your home, sound notification, batteries, apps, users. The users one is pretty good because I have it set right now for my son. It's going to be his iPad, but I can also set it for guests or other people in our house that might use it. The apps one I wanted to show you, and the reason I want to show you this one more in depth is because of this. When I got this, it had Gmail on it, which automatically connected to my Gmail account. And quite honestly, my 3-year-old does not need my Gmail account. So what you can do is these are the apps that we've downloaded. These are the apps that are running, so you can close them down if they're running in here, you don't want them running. And these are all of your apps. If there's an app you do not want your child to have, all you have to do is go through the app, find the app that you do not want them to have. Like, let's see here. Because you know kids, they're going to like contact anything or hit any button. So like Google Contacts, he does not need to sync my Google Contacts with his. So I can just go up here and I can tell it to disable that app. It asks me if I'm sure I want to disable it. It tells me the other apps may misbehave, but you get this no matter what app it is, and I just tell it okay. Now, Google Contacts does not show up in his apps anymore at all. But if I scroll over this way one more and I go into disabled apps, I have not lost the apps that I disabled. They're all right here. So you do not lose anything. All you have to do is click on them and you can re-enable them. So I think that is a great feature being a kid's iPad because they put absolutely everything on here that comes with anything that has the Android KitKat. And those aren't always needed for a 3-year-old. It does have security on here. It does have accounts. I think we already did the accounts. Oh, the accounts are just like we have our Voodoo account and our Google account. I can take those off there if I want to, but seeing we do use those for the internet. You can do the backup and reset. It has date and time printing, accessibility, and information about your device. So you can go into your device at any point if you need the information, and it tells you here that it's Android version 5.1.1, the build number, the status of the battery network, and other information, system updates, and whatnot. So we have all of that there. If we click on down here, go back to the home button, it does come with a few. We put Voodoo on there and we moved YouTube Kids to the front, but it does come with a video, the gallery, the settings, and the browser on the front, and then Play Store. I'm trying to get that to move. I wanted to show you the gallery because I did take a picture of my son with this, and this is about the video quality. It's not the best video quality. It is a little blurry. It's definitely not print quality, but again, for our purposes, this is going to be used by a 3-year-old. Well, he'll be 4 when he gets it, but by a young child. So the video quality doesn't need to be that great. If you were buying it for somebody older, the video quality sucks, quite frankly. If we click this button here, it takes us to all the apps that are on this, and you can see it comes with a lot. It comes with Angry Birds, Bird Paradise, your browsers, your calculator, plenty of games. Inside Out is a game. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit that. Inside Out is a game. Your camera's on here. There's preschool games, painting, etc. on there. There's kids, YouTube, and there's YouTube. And actually, I'm probably going to disable the YouTube itself and just leave the kids YouTube on there. And I'll show you why here in just a second. But there's your Play Store, your voice search. We put Vudu on here because I'll show you if I click on here. As long as we're connected to Wi-Fi, my son can get any of our Vudu collection on here. So anything that we've downloaded, he can get into other stuff too, but some of that we're going to put passwords on so that he can't. But if I just click on here to my Vudu movies, all of our Vudu movies are going to show up, so he has those on here. Now, if we were going to go somewhere and we were going to be in the car where he would not have access to Wi-Fi, I could download these directly to his little tablet here, or I can put an SD card in there, download him to the SD card, and as long as that SD card with Vudu stays in this tablet, he'll have his movies. So we're going to go back, and one thing I wanted to show you if you're not familiar with YouTube Kids, and this is one of my favorite apps on here, is, I moved it to the front twice. I guess if you click it back there, it moves it to the front, and one of those I'll just have to get rid of. Come on, if I can get it to open. Like I said, sometimes it's a little bit touching, and that drives me nuts. When Vudu Kids comes on, it always comes on as the landscape. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this down a little bit back here. Just push this button and it turns it down. There's movies on here and there's all kinds of stuff really. So if we click on here, oops, I'm sorry, looks like it went back to Vudu. Let's try to get this back to our home page. Okay, yeah, it went back to Vudu for whatever reason. It's just being picky. Let's get kids back up here again. So if we have the kids on here, and this is being just picky on me today. I click down here in the lock. It will come up and say grown-ups only. And every time it comes up, it gives you a different password. So like this one here says 1517. So if I put in there 1517, I can get into like the timer and I can tell it that I want him to be able to use it for 30 minutes and start my timer. In 30 minutes, if he is still on this, it is going to shut off. So I think that is a great option for parents when they have these apps here. Now this is probably one of the hardest apps to close out, and I don't know why, but it's a pain to close out. You have to swipe up and then click on the little arrow here. Now, seeing we do have this on here twice, I was going to show you, there is a way to delete apps. You click on the app that you want to delete, and you see it at the top, it comes up to remove. You slide this up there, and you have to slide it to the remove. And it gets rid of that app. Now, it does not get rid of the app here unless you delete it from here, but it will get rid of the app from that main page. Overall, I think this is a very good tablet for a young child, and I am very impressed with it. I actually like this a lot better than the one that he got at Christmas time. Now, I know it is currently showing out of stock on Amazon because I did go in and check that today. But obviously, if you're watching this on a different day than I recorded it, you might want to go in and check. At the time that I ordered this, it was on sale for $130. I did pay less than that. I believe today when I just Googled it on Amazon, it came up for about $60. Even at $130, this is a very good iPad for a child. It has absolutely everything on there, and there is nothing on here, or not on here, that is not on any other iPad or any other tablet out there. Just this one here is more rugged and made for kids and does have some more security issues for kids than what other ones do. So if you're going to be buying an iPad for a young child, I would definitely recommend this one over getting a regular iPad or a regular tablet. Now, the regular tablet that we did have for him, we had purchased just strictly because of the price of it. But the problem with it is I couldn't do even half of the stuff that this one here does. I couldn't save anything to it at all. Everything had to be used with an SD card. And then, like, I mean, as far as movies go, I guess it had a few games on it, but that was it. But even it had so little memory that the games he had, everything had to be on an SD card. So I like that this one here does have memory, because you can take it right out of the box and use it right out of the box. You don't have to purchase memory unless you want more memory. We've decided to, only because I want to be able to download movies and stuff like that for him. Like I said, I would recommend that even though this has a silicone outer, I would recommend, if you can find a protective case or rugged case, to get one, depending on your child. My child is just rough with stuff, and I know that. It does come with 2 screensavers. One of them, as you can see down here in the corner where they put it on, comes automatically on it. The other one just comes in the box. It just comes a little screen like this. Now, the one that's on it will still have these tabs so that you know it's on it, and you can just peel those off. So I did like that it did come with an extra one, so if this one gets scratched up, all I've got to do is put the new one on. And I'm going to, down in the comment section, paste the link to where you can find this item on Amazon if you wish to purchase it.